Okay, we are streaming.
Good to go.
You're streaming, yep.
So welcome everybody. We're here today to provide information on the request from the SOAR Community Health Board to add fluoride to the town's municipal drinking water supply. I am Jason McDonald, the Deputy CEO for the town of Amherst, and I will be, for lack of a better term, your host tonight. First, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge that the land the meeting is being held on is traditional unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. So the itinerary tonight will be as follows. I will provide information on the background to how we came to today's meeting, the logistics of the plebiscite, the potential costs to adding fluoride to the water system, and some legislative requirements. As this meeting is intended to obtain public input and council has not yet made up their mind on this issue, I will not discuss any pros and cons of adding fluoride to the water system, as it is our intention to encourage each resident to educate themselves on this very highly personal matter. We will then allow members of the public who have pre-registered to make their presentations. Written submissions will be available in the itinerary package available on the town of website tomorrow. And after the public presentations, the meeting will adjourn. So by way of background, in the fall of 2018, SOAR made a presentation to council regarding the benefits of adding fluoride to the municipal water supply. As this is not a council-led initiative and council has not yet made a decision on the issue, I will not share the details of that presentation during this meeting. However, the SOAR group will have an opportunity to speak later on as they have pre-registered. Since the original SOAR request, council has set out to understand the issue and has received a number of reports from staff on the topic. These reports generally dealt with the logistical issues, including financial implications, technical requirements, and existing legislation. While these are all very important, what was also discussed at great length was the experience of other municipal units as they considered very similar requests in the past throughout Canada, really. This information led council to decide that as this is a very personal topic for many people, that they would not make any decision without seeking substantial public input. And that's one of the reasons we're here tonight. After much discussion, council determined that the best way to obtain public input from all those impacted would be to hold a plebiscite during the upcoming municipal elections in October. Customers of the utility who reside in the County of Cumberland will be able to provide input by answering the same question in a survey to be distributed to them in the upcoming quarterly water bills, which will be going out very soon. Now, I want to make it very clear that the plebiscite is non-binding, as are all municipal plebiscites in Nova Scotia, at least to my understanding. Council will use the results of this plebiscite, as well as the survey from the county customers, to help them understand the opinions of the citizens of Amherst and all water utility users when they make a final decision on this issue. And with regard to logistics, fluoridation of the water supply is not regulated by the Nova Scotia Utility and Review Board. Every water utility in the province can make their own decision in this regard. If a water utility does decide to fluoridate the water, the Nova Scotia Department of Environment will regulate fluoride levels and monitoring. For reference, some municipalities in Nova Scotia do fluoridate, while others do not, and this will be the same all across Canada, actually. It is my understanding at this time that municipalities such as the Halifax Regional Municipality, the town of New Glasgow, and the Cape Breton Regional Municipality do currently fluoridate the water, while towns such as Truro, Windsor, and Antigonish do not. With regard to cost, there's a one-time capital investment of approximately $60,000 required, with an annual cost of approximately $25,000. This means that the quarterly cost to a water utility customer would be likely in the area of about $2 a quarter, or approximately $8 a year. And of course, it would vary depending on the scale of water that you use through your system. Now, because there can be very strong opinions on this issue, and it is a public health initiative brought forth by the local community health board, council is looking for the opinion of all water utility customers. As such, we're not providing information on the pros and cons. Rather, we are encouraging you to educate yourselves on the matter prior to making a decision during the plebiscite held in October. The question on the plebiscite or survey for county residents is simply, Should the town of Amherst fluoridate the municipal water supply? Yes or no? There's no date set for a final decision to be made on this issue. It will be made subsequent. With regard to public presentations at the meeting, members of the public were advised that pre-registration was required and that there was a 2-minute time limit on all presentations. We have only had one pre-registration, and the pre-registration is closed at 4 p.m. today. So I'll now call on Dr. Ryan Summers to make his presentation.
Hi, thank you. I'm just going to get my screen share and make sure you guys can see it. Can you guys see it okay?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. All right, just 1 second. You guys can hear me okay? Okay, great. So thank you. So today I want to talk about Amherst's very unique opportunity to improve community health through water fluoridation. So my name is Dr. Ryan Summers. I am a public health and preventive medicine specialist. Since 2013, I've been your medical officer of health. I work with public health in Cumberland County to understand the key challenges affecting our and impacting our communities, and work with others to improve our collective health. Today, I'm going to provide my medical and public health expertise to explain why the citizens of Amherst should vote to add fluoride to town water. Canada is facing an oral health crisis. Tooth decay is the single most common chronic disease in Canada. We know that children, families, and those living in poverty have not seen improvements in their oral health in recent years. Local information has shown both oral health and poverty are important issues impacting the town. Water fluoridation is an established public health measure in thousands of communities around the world. It is recognized by over 100 national and international organizations as an effective and scientifically proven way to improve oral health. Community water fluoridation is safe. The safety and effectiveness of fluoride has been thoroughly researched, tracked, and documented by national and international panels of scientific experts. The weight of evidence does not support a link between drinking fluoridated water, and any adverse health effects such as cancer, reproductive, or developmental effects. This is an important decision, so please take the time to learn more about community water fluoridation. Talk to your dentist, connect with the local public health office, and most importantly, educate yourself to help make an informed choice. You can learn more about community water fluoridation by visiting these organizations as well. Many thanks for your time and for this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Summers. Since we've only had one presentation, at this time, we are going to call the meeting to a close. But before I do, I would again like to reiterate that this issue has been initiated by the SOAR Community Health Board. Council has not yet made a decision and recognizes the deeply personal opinions held by some citizens on this topic. Council is therefore truly encouraging you to educate yourselves on the issue prior to the plebiscite being held during the upcoming October municipal election. Council will utilize the information provided in the plebiscite survey to aid in their decision-making on this topic. The itinerary of this meeting, including all written statements, will be available tomorrow on the Town of Amherst website. I hope everyone has a great evening, and I truly thank you for attending tonight's meeting.